Hey everyone. So we know that with the end of the year, we've got several banquets and award ceremonies and the need for a lot of certificates to be made. And if you're anything like me, you do not want to type in each individual name and each individual award and all of that stuff. It's just very tedious and time consuming. So I'd like to show you how to use the mail merge feature to be able to do this in a more automated way that hopefully will save a bunch of time and effort. So you can actually use this in a lot of different programs. Really what you need is you need something that is going to be a template, and then you need a data source where you have the actual information that you're going to use to personalize that template. So I've got here a template for an award, for a certificate. It just says here, Bonham Academy, Certificate of Excellence, and this is stuff that's not going to change. So this text right here is going to stay exactly the same for every single award. But the thing that I want to personalize is the name of each child, the award that they're receiving, and then the teacher that's issuing the certificate. So once I get my template the way that I want, right? So every certificate is going to look like this, with the exception, or with the difference being that these three things that I talked about are going to have different text depending on what student. So once I have my template the way that I want, I'm going to make sure that I save it. You see that I already have mine saved. And then I need some kind of data source. So I'm going to go to Microsoft Excel, and I have here my data source. So you see I have my first name of my student, my last name, the award that they're receiving, and then the teacher that is issuing it. And you see here I'm doing certificates where half of them are from me and half of them are from Mr. Siptak. So once I've got this is all of the things that I want to personalize on the certificates. I'm going to make sure that this is saved. And then after I have this the way that I want it and I have it saved, I'm going to exit from this file. I can't have this file open while I do this. So I exit the file and I go back to my template. What you're going to do is you're going to go to the mailings menu up here at the top. I'm going to click on mailings. And you'll see that it'll say mail merge, email merge, You can use this for emails as well. So I'm going to click on mail merge and go to mail merge here. You can do the step-by-step mail merge wizard if you'd like, but I'm trying to show you how to do this without having to use a wizard. So I go to mail merge, nothing changes. Now I have to come over here to select recipients. It's going to ask me if I want to type a new list or if I want to use an existing list. Well, I have an existing list, so I'm going to click that. Go to my data source. And so all I've done is I've selected the spreadsheet that I want to use. It's going to ask me if I want to use which table. Now, if you have multiple sheets in your Excel document, this is where this is important. But most of the time, we're just using one sheet. It's just all of our information is on one sheet in that workbook. And so I just go ahead and let it select sheet 1. And it's going to ask me to confirm who I want to give the awards to. Typically, you created this spreadsheet specifically to make awards for every kid on here, so you don't really need to worry about this. I usually just check to make sure that there aren't extra stuff on the bottom. And so now that I know that these are all the people I want to give awards to, I'm going to click OK. Still, nothing has changed. So now I want to tell the certificate what is going to be personalized. So I'm going to come over here to Insert Merge Field. And this is where I'm going to start to put the personalization. Now, this is going to go away, so I may as well just delete it. There we go. And so when I click on Insert Merge Field, you'll see these are the column headings for my spreadsheet. So this is my personalization that is available to me. I'm going to click on First. And so that is going to be replaced later on with every first name on each individual certificate. So I need to put a space. So I'm going to press the space bar. And then I come back to Insert Merge Field and put last. So now it's going to give the first name of the student and the last name of the student. And because this is a template, I'm going to go over here to Home And I know that I want the kid's name to be kind of big. That's too big. And I'm going to make it bold. Okay. So then I've got the award. I'm going to put the award that they're receiving. So let me delete this word. I'm going to come back up to mailings, insert merge field, and I'm going to put the award. And let's say with this one, I'm going to come and change the font a little bit. I want it slightly bigger. I want it in italics. Okay. So I've got the student's name. I have the award that they're receiving. And then down here for teacher, I'm going to delete that. Come back up to my mailings menu. I'm going to put the teacher right here. So when I see these little, the little arrows on either side, that means that that's a merge field. That's the stuff that's going to be personalized. So once I have the personalization set and I know that the fonts are good and everything is the way that I want it, now I can move all the way over here to where it says preview results. I click on this, and now it's going to show me, if you see here, the number 1, this is basically the first record that I have. So the kid that was at the very top of my spreadsheet is going to be right here. So I can see here that Warren Peace is getting a certificate for outstanding performance in math issued by Mr. Sanchez. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to check my certificates just to make sure, so everybody's looking okay. I don't have any big issues with anything. Now you can see that right here, this is where Mr. Siptak's awards are starting, and so it's changed the name of the teacher on the bottom. And it looks good. Everything looks fine here. So now that I know that my certificates look good and everything's fine, if I needed to make a change, like let's say that I go through this and I say, you know what, the name could be bigger, right? So I can go here, I can increase the font. And if you notice, if I increase the font right here and I go to the next one, if I go back to my mailings and go to the next record, it's increased the font for this one as well, because this is a template. So once I know that my template is good and I know that the merge looks like it's going to be fine for everybody, then I can go to finish and merge. I'm going to click this. I can either merge it directly to the printer or I can merge to a new publication. I generally prefer merging to a new publication. And so now they've created, or the program has created, a huge document that is going to have every certificate individualized. It's no longer a template. Everybody has their own specific certificate here for us. And then I can just go through and make sure that everybody looks good. Now, let's say you have to do some additional personalizing here. Like, for example, let's say that Jay, for some reason, Jay is really, really proud of his math achievement. And so I really want to do something personal for him. Now that this is no longer the template, but these are the individual awards, I can come up here, I can change that math, I can make it bold, I can do whatever I want to be special for this one. But when I go to the other certificates, nothing else has been changed. It's only been changed for Jay because this is no longer the template. This is now the actual file with the individual certificates. And so our mail merge is done. And so from here, I can either save this as a PDF to send to somebody if somebody else is going to be printing your certificates, or if you need to save it for later, or you can print it directly like this, whatever you'd like to do. But this is basically how you can do it. You can use this mail merge feature for a bunch of different things. You can use it for form emails. You can use it for personalized and individualized permission slips. You can use it for anything that requires personalization. You can do it using this mail merge feature. So hopefully this is something that helps you to learn something new, level up, improve efficiency, and make your life easier. Thank you so much.